Hey everybody, hope you're all doing good. Just heading down to Table Rock with Elijah right now, do a little bit of fishing, and just wanted to take this time to sort of give you an updated Table Rock fishing report. Seems like a lot of people are down there fishing right now. Like I said, it's ever since we've had this virus, you know, the lake's gotten a tremendous amount of pressure, and it still has. I've been down a couple days this week, and you know, the recreational boat traffic is starting to get super heavy along with the fishing pressure. And it's a unique situation we have down there right now. The lake is, as of right now, it's about, I'm going to guess 14 feet high, 14 feet over normal, which, you know, I've seen it like this in the past, you know, several times. And it seems like it always creates a different scenario based upon the time of year you have the higher water. But right now there's a lot of different things changing on it. I mean, it's when you think high water normally, you think the fish are going to be up shallow in the flooded cover, and there'd be a lot of different ways to catch them out of that flooded cover. But for me, like I said, from what I've seen on the lake, fishing the shallow flooded cover right now is a pretty hard way to catch them. I mean, you can catch some fish doing that here and there. You can catch them flipping, you can catch them fishing the outsides with stuff, top water, that type of deal. But to me, the best bite on the lake right now is fishing deeper, which, you know, like I said, it's, you can look back and you can go through, you know, seasonal patterns and what the fish should or shouldn't be doing. And right now, as late as the spawn was this year, and there's still some fish spawning on beds, you can still, you know, see a few fish spawning. You know, there shouldn't be as many fish like deep as what there is, but to me, from what I've seen, you know, probably at least 60–70% of the catchable fish anyway are out in that 10 to 30 foot zone. Basically just out on the flats, on the points, you know, just on the, you know, starting to get suspended a little bit. There's a lot of fish suspended, like, you know, 10 foot down over 20 right now. So there's a lot of fish on the lake doing a lot of different things. They're literally right now, they're everywhere from on the bank down to 30 feet. And one of the things that's sort of unique we have on the lake right now is, even though the lake is really high, it's not real muddy. I mean, you go up the river arms right now and the water gets dirty, but down the lake, the mid part of the lake, the lower end of the lake, it's still really nice water clarity. And it's, you know, and it's really going to, I don't see how the lake is not going to be high for another month. So we're going to be dealing with high water conditions for a while. Obviously, it's going to start coming down. They finally started opening some gates, I think, yesterday. So it's going to start coming down a little bit for sure. But if you're going to go out to the lake right now, you know, I'd suggest, you know, hitting the mid-lake portion, that whole area, you know, around the mouth of James River down there. Highway 13 bridge area has been really good. If you want to fish the flooded cover, one of the things that you really need to key on is the point areas, because for the most part, the point flooded cover right now is in a little bit shallower water, and it seems like that's a little bit better than if you know, get back on the sides or the back end. It's not that you can't catch them back there, you can, but you know, the majority of those fish, I think, you know, they'll use that shallow cover on the points, but then again, they'll move. It's real close access for them to move out deeper on those points. So for me, a lot of stuff's been point related. It doesn't have to be a defined point. It can be you know, a real subtle rounded point, just anything with some type of an access to some type of a long flat that goes out into the lake. Smallmouth have been biting pretty good right now. You know, if you do want to fish deeper out there, a lot of those smallmouth are in that 10 to 30 foot zone, just on the gravel banks, points. One of the things you want to look for right now is, you know, is spend a lot of time with your electronics, because those fish right now, they're grouped up a little bit more than what they normally have been, and you can graph out on those flatter banks right now in that 10 to 30 foot zone, and as you move deeper, you'll start noticing those fish suspended higher in the water column. And normally what they do this time of year, once they get off the bed, in these Ozark lakes, they go deeper than they are any other time of year, because in June, you know, the thermoclines really haven't started forming. You still have some pretty good oxygen down deep, and it's not really until you know, July, August, that type of stuff, where those fish start moving up a little bit more. But you know, for me personally, I like to take advantage of the flooded cover. You know, even though the bite is a little bit more difficult there, I really enjoy fishing flooded cover. I love flipping and pitching. And to me, it's more fun to go out there and put that flipping stick in my hand and maybe not get as many bites, but just do something I really enjoy doing. So I've really been enjoying that. And we're going to be, first part of next week, I'm going to be down here filming a show with Johnny Schultz for our his Fish the Moment YouTube channel. And we're going to go out. It's going to be sort of interesting. We're going to go out and, you know, Johnny is really good with electronics, fishing offshore deep. And we're going to go out. Johnny is going to spend his day fishing out deep with electronics. And I'm going to go shallow and turn off all my electronics and just, you know, fish old school bank stuff. And we're going to sort of compare notes at the end of the day and see how it goes as far as, you know, old school versus new technology. So that ought to be pretty fun, but we'll keep you updated on that. But anyway, on top of that, I've been, you know, really busy with Johnny. We're working on these lake maps, getting ready for our Bassmaster Open down at the Arkansas River coming up in a couple weeks, and still doing the instructional trips all over. You know, been going to Grand, Table Rock, Beaver, Stockton. Anybody wants to go out and you know, really learn some summer techniques, deep cranking, flipping, you know, shallow cover or anything like that, you know, feel free to shoot me a private message and we can book a trip. So anyway, I hope everybody's doing good, staying safe, and we'll check in a little bit later. See you.